I'll never give up the location of the Allspark.
Oh, I don't need you for that, Autobot. The child's key will lead me straight to it.
No!
Now where was I? Our struggle ends where it began, Autobot. Aboard this ship. Could it have something to do with the fact that you resurrected their worst enemy? The Allspark may not have been completely destroyed. All we have to do is steal it.
No problem.
I knew you two would be useful. Then why don't I explain everything over a few barrels of oil? It's my private blend. Now tell me something. Why be Constructobots when you can be Constructicons? You would be heroes. Statues would be erected in your honor. You could even erect the statues yourself. Then you have a choice to make, don't you? Now I wonder how that could have happened. Have it your way, Autobot. Why don't you show our guest what you picked up at Sumdac Tower? You have no friends here, Autobot. And when I'm finished, you'll have no friends anywhere. Wise move, Autobot. At long last, I will lead my troops back to Cybertron and reclaim what is rightfully mine. How does it feel to be held captive in your own stasis cuffs, Autobot? From there, it will be a simple matter to transport all Decepticon forces onto a virtually defenseless Cybertron and take over the entire planet. And I have your expert space bridge technician to thank for it. But first, we need to test the space bridge. Why, isn't it obvious? I'm your prisoner, of course.
My prisoner?
After all, you are the all-powerful Omega Supreme, are you not?
Yes. I am Omega Supreme.
And as you can clearly see, I am quite helpless. Apparently, the Allspark fragment in your head has more than one use. The question should be, don't you recognize your old enemy? Ah, then you do remember my name. Pity I can't remember yours. Unfortunately for you, Autobot, so have I.
Bring it on, Decepticon.
Since you insist. Why waste energy on attacking this insignificant planet when we should be conquering Cybertron? Together.
Are you insane?
What's this? The Great Star Screen can't even jumpstart an Autobot. Bow before Megatron. Now that I am Lord of Cybertron, I return to Earth to exterminate organics once and for all. No, destroy them last. No Autobot would be foolish enough to fire on their greatest weapon. The Autobot fools are actually considering an attack. And how did you manage that, my ever-loyal Shockwave? I have plans for these protoforms. Much bigger plans.
Naturally, you'd want to clone yourself, oh great one.
Bigger. Bigger. Shockwave, the recognition code.
But that's Megatron. If I give up the code...
How I've waited for this moment. Who needs your fragment? The ones I found inside Omega Supreme's spark chamber should do just fine. You are no longer of use to me. In the Earth City where the Autobots have taken refuge. Attack! I want to see my former prison crumble to the ground.
As you come...
No, merely a cheap imitation. At least I get to take yours with me.
It's still 3 against 1, Megatron.
3 weak and inexperienced Autobots versus 1 heavily armed, battle-hardened Decepticon. This should be most amusing.
Do you hear us laughing?
I will hear you screaming for mercy.
Then it's up to us, to Megatron.
Am I the only one getting tired of hearing that?
If the Allspark meant for us to play video games, it would have programmed us into one.
How do you know it didn't? And this isn't all just some video game right now.
You sure say some weird things sometimes, Bumblebee.
Yeah, us in a video game. Like that could ever happen.
And yet?
Nah.
Megatron's waiting.